Okay, now we have our Music Radar fan questions.
Okay, fan questions, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, you ready?
Yep, ready.
Okay. Dream87 says, "Oh, please tell Richie to do another solo album. Stranger in Town is my favorite album of all time." So, solo album?
Love to, man. I've been so busy with this band, I haven't had a chance. I have been making some. This is really crazy, but I came out with this fashion line. It's called White Trash Beautiful.
Okay.
And you can look it up online. It's been everywhere these days. It's going to come out in the fall. But originally, John and I had written a song called White Trash Beautiful, and it was not what we needed to write. So one day I'm walking around the house scratching my ass, and I said, that sounds like a clothing line for women, right? So I met up with this girl, Nikki Lund, who happens to also be a musician, and she's a tremendous fashion designer, has a existing company called Eccentric Symphony, very big fashion company.
Right.
And we started designing clothes, and I had my first fashion show in LA on Friday of last week. Very successful. And I'm going to distribute music on G drives on the clothes.
Okay.
So she happens to be a tremendous kind of musician writer also. And we wrote some stuff, and it was really, really good. We took it into this production team called The Matrix, who's produced everybody from Korn to Britney Spears, Avril Lavigne, David Bowie, I mean, just a ton of people. And we came up with 5 songs, and we put them down. And I'll be damned if it doesn't sound like a record. And I sang 2 of them, and she sang 2, and we did a duet on the other. And I think it's going to be a record.
Okay.
I think it's going to be a record. So people are going to hear some Richie Sambora solo stuff in, I would imagine, probably, before the end of the year, I'm pretty sure.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. We have had maybe 50 questions asking the same thing. Lucas Colonel wants to know, when are you playing Argentina?
I think South America is in November. I'm pretty sure. Not exactly sure, but we will definitely hit there on this tour.
So there we go.
At some point, yes.
They will be there.
We'll be there.
Okay. Richie's Swiss girl says that she read that you are waiting on the first double neck Martin 612.
That's true.
Is that true?
Yes, that's true.
When will this have its first appearance?
Hopefully, I'm hoping this summer at some point.
Okay.
Like I said, my luthier who helped me with the electric is monitoring the situation at Martin and helping them put it together to my specifications. And I'll have the first double neck Martin. I've been trying to get him to do this for, because I've been an endorsee of Martin now for the past 2 tours, so past 3 years. And my limited edition did very, very well. And I've been asking them to make a double neck, and they were scared at first because they never did it.
Right.
And I just said, come on. So I kept on needling them, and so I think they're going to do it now. So.
John Franco 888 wants to know, what is the best amp for playing the blues?
The best amp for playing the blues? God almighty. I mean, it depends on what sound you're looking for, man. I mean, obviously, nothing like an old Fender Tweed to make it happen, Good old Marshall, like Jimmy Page, a nice plexi like Jimmy Page uses, ain't a bad thing.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, there's tons of amps out there that sound great. So it just depends on what sound you're looking for. I mean, I like everything. So I don't know. I got a warehouse full of stuff. So I like everything. So I can't. That's a tough question for me to answer.
Norman Evigan wants to know, have you ever taught John Bon Jovi, something on the guitar that he could never nail? And how would you rate him as a player?
He's getting better and better and better. Actually, you know what? Before this tour, I think that he really started working really hard. He did some woodshedding. And he'll ask me a question about, specifically how, when I'm playing a lead and stuff like that, how I'm coming up with the melodies or what's that. And I'm, obviously you have you start with pentatonic scales, this, that, and the other thing, but now you play what's going on in the chords. And you start playing around in the chords, and so I give him a couple clues here and there. But yeah, he's been working hard. He's getting better and better.
Dana Pressman II. I didn't know girls could be the second. Okay.
Exactly.
Dana